Alright, so I knew if I did this last night that I'd probably fall asleep during uploading, and I was so tired that I just decided, why didn't just not do it? If I'm going to be posting it now, I could just wait to do it now. So, yeah, because I always wait to watch after it's aired, because then I have it fully recorded, and then I can skip the commercials. And TiVo has the new thing where you just press channel up and it skips all the commercials for you. Um, I mean, not all of them. Like every time it's a commercial break, you can look up in the top left corner, or you can just know, and then you press channel up and it takes you right to the next thing. Occasionally it doesn't work. Occasionally you have to go back a couple seconds because it cut you off a little bit, or sometimes it doesn't go quite to the beginning, and so you have to see a second or two of commercials. But yeah, so anyways, that's kind of a buffer, because like this is a really unique episode and I really liked it, but I gave it about the same rating as the rest of the episodes of this season. Is this at a little bit of an angle? Eh, who cares? You see a little shadow in the corner. I don't really care. It's not like people really watch these. But like, I mean, it's. I definitely think it's better than the average episode this season. Not because it's a better episode, but because I personally found the subject matter more interesting. And I always love scenes like the one at the beginning. Although there's only really been one other, and I think, God, was it season one? And has there not been one since season one? Holy crap. Well, like I said a couple weeks ago, when I thought that with how long the opening was, that it was going to be a whole episode set in that time, it was a little bit of a spoiler, but it's not too much of a spoiler. It really just sets up the episode, kind of. I mean, it's not really, I don't know. They should do a whole episode set in that time. I mean, especially with the lack of a certain character that we've been seeing this season. Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much, but I kind of gave a little bit of it away. But to be honest, I could just tell you what it was and then not tell you what happens in it. And honestly, I think it'd still be pretty good. I mean, you'd be like, okay, I know this is coming, and then you'd be like, wait, but that's what happens. And so I think I could do that, but I don't like to do spoilers. And you know, it's funny. I got a comment once where a guy was like, "Don't dance around it," and when we come to a review, we expect spoilers or something. And I think I responded, maybe, I don't know. Sometimes I don't respond to the ones that seem like they're like, I don't know. If I can't think of a good response, I don't want to be rude. And if it seems like they're just trying to start something, I don't really want to respond. But anyways, enough with the comment stuff. He commented that, and I prefer to not spoil something for someone and have everyone be frustrated that I didn't spoil it, rather than spoil it and have one person be frustrated that I spoiled it. Because if I'm sitting here talking about spoilers nonstop and someone's just watching it because they want to see what I thought and not what it's about, or what I thought about specific things that happened, and I get even just one person frustrated that I spoiled something for them, I will feel terrible. Whereas if everyone is frustrated that I didn't spoil anything, that's just their own preference. If they want to be spoiled, that's not what I don't spoil stuff. But then I prevented the one person that hadn't seen it yet from getting spoiled. That's just my thought process, is that I don't want someone to, I don't even want one person to get spoiled, and I'll take one person not getting spoiled over tons getting angry that I didn't spoil. Because, like, I mean, really, I don't even start my reviews. I'm really getting into some deep stuff, but I don't even start my movie reviews, which a lot of people do, with a plot. I mean, like 30 seconds of plot at the beginning, I know that I'll fill up the time with other random crap, but most of that, like, even if it's personal stuff that you don't care about, you don't already know and you can't figure that out. The plot is very clearly on the IMDb page or the Rotten Tomatoes page or just anywhere that you can look at the movie, it's going to say the plot. I feel like that's a waste of time, and that's just my personal opinion, though. I know pretty much everyone else starts their reviews off with the plot, at least for movies. I just don't. I think it's a waste of time. Plus, that's not what you're here for. You're not here to know what it's about. You're here to see what that person thought about it. But anyways, they changed up the letterboxing. They made it letterbox. That's a little bit of a spoiler, but not really. I mean, they do unique stuff like that all the time, so you wouldn't be too... If it bothered you, I'm sorry. They did that, which made it look and feel a little bit different for me. But aside from that, it was really just a normal episode, I felt like. Maybe they were taking a little bit more of a cinematic approach than usual, but I just felt like it was a regular episode, but it just happened to be dealing with something that maybe some people would find a little more important than others. But, man, they've had a lot of... I think this was 9.8 last I checked on IMDb, the user rating. And then, there was another one, the single shot one that was a 9.8. And then the one after that, I believe, was a 9.9. And I think that's all that's been that high of 9s this season. But I don't think they've ever gotten that high in the series before. I think this season is pretty groundbreaking for a lot of people. For me personally, I thought the first season was good enough. And to be honest, it's probably as good as this. I'm not saying I'm not impressed, but I'm not rating it that high. And for some reason, I still think the premiere of the season, I don't know what it was. I just felt like it really told everything smoothly, and the pacing was great, and it introduced a character that I really love that's kind of being wasted now. I haven't seen him in a few weeks, very much of him, Bobby Cannavale's character. But yeah, so this episode, they change it to letterbox, maybe take a little more of a cinematic approach, and have a different subject matter than usual, which might make people think this is a little bit better. For me personally, I think it's about the same, except I do like it better. Not that it's actually a better episode because of the subject matter, especially the beginning and most of the end. Just really, if once you see it, you'll see why I might like that, because it's based on what I do. But yeah, overall, I think it's a little bit of a difference, but mostly just the same. But if you're interested in the plot more than others, then you'll like it more. And I'd give it a high 9 out of 10. It's probably, the two that people liked the most before this were the one shot and then the one after it. I think I may like this more than those, but I think those are more impressive. And then I still like the premiere. I think the premiere is better, but this might just be my favorite episode because I just really like the subject matter. So yeah, that's it. I don't want it to go too much longer. Thanks for watching, guys. Press that like button if you like the video. Press that subscribe button if you like me. Comment below. Have you seen this episode? If you have, what you think about it. You can comment anything, Mr. Robot, if you want. Sorry that this is kind of long, but I didn't think it was that bad. Maybe it was. I don't know. But 9 out of 10, a high 9 out of 10 is all you really need to know, and that'll probably be in the description. Oh, I didn't put that in the last one. By the way, I'm putting I don't know if I am for the shows, but I'm definitely for the movies. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Didn't hit 8. Bye.